Alright, so hello everyone out there tuning in, and yes, here is our post-derby run, our 2004 Nissan Altima. She did good. She ran great. I wasn't really sure what we'd get out of her. Ran pretty good. The back left wheel could not get it to break loose, and as you can see, there is currently no back left wheel on it. I think it was the first or second hit. I had a spare tire in there. I was just dragging it. If you saw my final build video I mentioned, and it ripped, I guess from beating on it trying to break it loose, it ripped the whole brake caliper it's still bolted to the spare tire, ripped it completely off. It snapped right at like the axle itself, like inside there. It's a clean snap, and just ripped it right out. So I was dragging the frame, which isn't a big deal on this track. I ran at Crawford. It's like an old horse track, so it's really like gravel and hard packed. I mean, they wet at the beginning, and that's pretty much it. And we were later on, so it wasn't a huge deal until later on, whenever I think I would say I ran a pretty good derby, referring to, just try to keep the front end clean. As you can see, I took a good shot on the front end. I went and put a hit on a guy, and I didn't see, I'm not sure who it was exactly, but put a good hit, a good hard hit, front to front, nose to nose with me, and punched the rebar into the radiator, and she started steaming, but she kept running after that. I've got a really good marine gel battery, so it takes the extra heat. But whenever at the end I kind of got sandwiched in a bad spot as she was starting to get hot, and my tire got cut down on the side that the back axle I'm dragging, as I didn't have a rear wheel. So when that happened, I was really struggling to move, and it was down to just a handful of cars. And it was shortly after that we got timed out. Even though she was still running, I just couldn't get enough kind of momentum dragging the left side to make contact. You can see we took a good shot here. I actually don't remember when this one happened. Ripped off the outside covering there of the door. My seat, you'll see, is kind of like a lazy boy right now. The seat broke like 3 or 4 notches whenever I took a good hit. Took quite a few good licks. I think I gave a good lick or two. It's a fast, hard track, as I said, and even though there was, I think, 24, maybe 25 of us total, we got down to 4th, just missed 3rd. The other guy, I think he timed out 30 seconds, maybe a minute after they timed me out. So started right up after that, and started to drive her out, but like I said, it was dragging that so much, and the car was still hot. I had to have somebody help pull me out to the trailer. Drove her back onto the trailer, just had a Bobcat pick up my rear end to get over the ramps and onto the trailer, and then I drove it the rest of the way up as she had cooled down, so it was running good again. So might have one more run in her. Got this tire from this wheel because I ran the spare. I'll put up there. You can see the back end kind of pressed in funny. It went kind of down and up. There was a lot of 6 cylinders. That's the thing with Derby Dog, they mix the 4 and 6s, unlike some other promoters that will split them. And you can see here, this guy's all pressed in, but not a big deal to have this one flat. Like, I'll put that front one, see if I can weld it just to the back, just so it's sliding kind of level on the flat tires. Beat this together, beat kind of the trunk down and in, and try to get that pressed up more, beat this in more, and she'll be harder than she was at the start of this one. But you can see over here, the front tire, it's got a little bit of a lean to it, but still driving good. I will say that was something this Nissan has, just like my Buicks, like aluminum. You can't really see. I'll pull that off. There you go. See, like aluminum. Oh wow, I didn't know that the look at where that oil pump, oil filter is. That's wild. But I wasn't sure. I thought they were pretty tough in the Buick. That wasn't my problem. My Buick, the strut broke, which pulled out the CV shaft on my Buick, and I think they are tough. I mean, that's usually where they get really rusted, and then they take any sort of contact and they bust in. And oh, look at that, Hud. I left that sit on the ride home. And fortunately I made it home. That's my little cutting tool. Late night at the Derby, and I left that sit there. So under the hood, just to show, again, everything worked great. You see how the wires got a little press there. Nothing damaged. You can see here how I took it was a hard hit. We went nose to nose, and it was a hard hit. He got me, and it busted in. But again, you see how much space there is, and went right up to that's my converter there coming out. The muffler converter's right there at the bottom. Wiring though is good over here, same thing. Wiring's good. The fans started to come on there at the end. They were hot and they're kind of clipping, but again, I'll take that out and just kind of loop the radiator line, fill her up with water and a little bit of the fabric softener, and see if we can punch out the front. So still runs good. Unfortunately, I always say I hate it whenever you finish a Derby for whatever reason and it runs onto the trailer. It still had life in it, even if it got hot during the Derby, which naturally they're gone to. So we'll see. We think we might have another run in this one, but it was fun. I think we put on a pretty good show, tried to get some good licks, and so many cars on a fast, hard track. You don't want to try to sandbag it till the end to get a trophy, and now let's fly around and have fun, and we did that. So go Tigers, as we said. We had some young Maplewood Tigers in the fans chanting for us. I know some family and friends were there. It was real great to have everyone support us, and she did good. I said it was fun. As I said, fourth out of I think 24 or so. We just missed the trophies the way Derby Dog does it. Some promoters do top 4 get trophies. They just do top 3. But a good time, and we'll see if we can get her back on or into the pit again.